A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Goa. I hope everything has been comfortable out here for all the people who have been visiting from various parts of the country. Coming here, I felt quite happy, privileged, and then meeting a few, I've got a little more of excitement in me to understand what actually happening in this whole world. Before I go ahead with a small thought of mine, as I was asking my friends, the influencers, the content guys whom I met, I just wanted to know how many of you guys have not been to Goa before this. Welcome to Goa. It's always an opportunity for all of us to keep learning new things. Goa has always been seen as a preferred tourist destination. We all come here for a relaxed mind, escape from the normal routine, come here to refresh, and more and more, the state is known for the sun, sand, and the sea. During COVID, we started a new concept of saying #vacation Goa. We realized that we could take some opportunities out of the adversities that existed. Corporates and everybody started giving incentives for people to work away from home. And that's where we started thinking about how we can capture this part of it and make it as work from Goa. As we started looking at things ahead, we started realizing that Goa is not only the tourism capital of the country, but definitely can find a big amount of space in the creative area. And ambitiously today we are looking at making Goa a creative capital of the country. But when we start making plans as a government, we need some base. So from sun, sand and sea, as a minister holding tourism and IT, along with the chief minister, we have started looking at the space of digital nomads. We are coming in this year ambitiously with some co-working spaces on the beach. So it's like you can come in with your creative minds, do your work, go down, do some water sports, chill out on a shack, come back, do your work, have a shower. So try to do something, maybe what Spain is just started or what Thailand has been doing, or maybe 46 countries have been doing already. Finding a space in the digital nomads by giving them a visa. That's where the international part is concerned. But nationally, domestically, I think the country is the best. We Indians, I think, have too much of talent. All we need is a platform. What we just saw before I came up was a duo trying to perform. In fact, last week itself, I saw this video and I was saying, wow, India can do this. So somebody holding a mic can do sounds. Then I was thinking, what would the sound guys do later if we find sound coming through our own voice? Means it's like you start thinking very differently and you need a platform to push it. Goa has been there in the sun, sand and sea space, and today we start looking at it differently. We would want to change the perspective of Goa, and that's the challenge which we have taken. The tourist after COVID has been more experiential. He wants to be more immersive. He wants to start thinking what best he can get. So I would say Goa is not only about sun, sand and sea. Goa is about wellness. Goa is about spiritual. Goa is about adventure. Goa is about food. Goa is about monsoons. Goa is about so many things that somebody who has experienced it can speak about it. We Goans have a passion to what we have. We believe very much that Atiti Devo Bhava. We believe that a tourist we find him as a God who comes here, and we like to do the best to keep him, and that hospitality is what we try to offer. But as we start taking a different turn and start looking at things differently, where we would like to position ourselves, this is where we start thinking how it is. The conventional way of advertisements, the conventional way of thinking how to put things ahead is changing. And that's where I think the content creators come in. Content Creators United come in with Mad Influences and Pink Villa, I think is a new thought for all of us. It's a journey which has just started. Influencers, when I asked them, I had a small chat. I think Jannat, Adil, Riaz, many of them who I could just have a brief interaction with. They told me that this room here is having followers close to 850 million. No, you can clap later. I'll just finish my second line. Goa population is 1.8 million now. So the influence in this room is almost 400, 450 times the population of the state. So imagine one Jannat who says she's got a following of 45 million. She can maybe influence 3 or 4 states like us and say whom to vote for and what to do. No, but on a serious note, that's how we start looking at things, and digitally we have been changing. Social mediums have been making a impact. You influencers have been playing a big role in this whole technological revolution. You influencers have been deciding and making a person decide on how to travel, what to do, what not to do, where to travel. You guys are deciding what should be my way of thinking when I start moving out. So I think the whole journey has started moving out, and this space, what Creators United has done, Karan, Gautam, Nandini, how can I forget Nandini? Nandini, and I think the whole team, I think these guys have done a good job of getting everybody together, coming on one platform in this place where you guys can have 2 days of exchange, sharing of a lot of ideas, a lot of new thoughts. Very importantly is, as government, we have our own challenges. As a politician, we have our own challenges. The last election, I was just telling my friends whom I met just now, 22% was the impact in terms of social media, of the politics which happened in Goan politics in 2022. We are expecting it to go to 32 to 35%. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is fully, the whole BJP party today, he's thinking big in terms of technology, how to adapt to technology, how to start thinking differently. And I think everybody who is coming in a space of fashion, food, comedy, so many things, dance, music. Politics is a big space which I think something needs to happen. I don't know how, but that's what we need to think about. Talking about Goa, we want to position ourselves. How? That's the question we have. And that's the answers which you guys need to help us find out. If I need to change my perspective of thinking about how Goa is and start making people think about Goa is not only about 365 days, but I would pitch and say, rediscover life. Post-COVID, rediscover life, and that's Goa. And if that's what we want to put ahead, as we take our conventional methods of governance moving ahead, it's very important for us to identify our roles, understand what we both can do, because the country is moving ahead. Technological revolutions are coming, and 850 million definitely is a big power. That power brings big responsibility. And these big responsibilities, if taken in the right direction, it's not only a state, but the country can advance much better than, I think India is already growing very fast. And this will allow us to actually position and put ourselves in a place which we all want to. If you're talking about Akhanda Bharat, Shrestha Bharat, everyone has a role to play. And that's where today, as we transit, I was just talking about the 20 to 30 guys who are the influencers, content creators who are here today. We have to slightly understand this bridge and how to actually connect it. And that's what I was telling the Creators United, that we need to come together and collaborate and come with ideas which can maybe benefit you, benefit the state, and benefit the country as a whole. The next 2 days is going to be quite exciting for all of you all. I expect new ideas to come out. I expect new thoughts to come out. Make this whole journey a new episode of the country. And as it happens, as I congratulate Creators United, that's Mad Influencers and Pink Villa, for having carried out a wonderful event, I extend my support to whatever you guys think about. I would love to take you guys to a journey of our eco-tourism, hinterlands and other part, which I have shared with the team. Maybe in days to come, we can exchange dates and think about how we think about tourism, how we think about Goa. It's not only about one day in Goa or a refreshing your part in Goa, but it's a journey which we need to create and create Goa as a tourism and creative capital of the country. I look forward to a lovely evening for all of you and a great stay. When it comes to Goa, I think a lot of you, except for one friend of mine who's not been here, have seen Goa to the landscape. Let's enjoy the remaining 2 days and let's help make this journey a much better one. Thank you.